Cuffed in court, a suspected drunk driver back in jail for a crash that killed the Dallas police officer. He'd been out on bond. News 8's David Goins live in the newsroom. So, David, what changed?
Well, John, the prosecutor's office says Breedlove was he was released early Sunday morning without the required ankle monitor. So he was brought back into court today, and tonight he's in jail while a judge decides whether to increase his bond. Adrian Breedlove walked into court Monday morning with his family. He walked out in custody again after a judge granted a state's motion for insufficient bond. The Dallas County DA's office said it wanted Breedlove outfitted with an ankle monitor over the weekend. That didn't happen. Instead, when the 25-year-old made bond on Sunday morning, he was released to Parkland Hospital for evaluation. The state also asked for a higher bond on Monday, from $75,000 up to $100,000, in part from newly released court documents that show Breedlove blew a .19 during a field sobriety test. That's more than double the legal limit of .08. That came a full hour after crashing into and killing Dallas motorcycle cop Jamie Givens early Saturday along I-20.
That does send a little bit of a message back to the officers.
The Dallas Police Association said a higher bond would help, but said it's troubled that Breedlove was able to get out of jail without that required ankle monitor.
I think, all parties involved need to look at why this happened, and how we can keep it from happening again.
The arrest affidavit says Breedlove admitted to having 9 drinks before he started driving, and that other officers on the scene didn't see him brake before he slammed into Givens. Officers also found a loaded handgun in the passenger seat after the crash. In court, Breedlove, who has no prior criminal history, didn't say anything, but is expected in court again on Tuesday. Sheriff's office said that jailers did not see the notation in the computer that requested that ankle monitor before they released him on Sunday. The judge will make a ruling on that higher bond request in court tomorrow morning. Live in the Dallas newsroom, David Goins, Channel 8 News.